Hi, good evening. I'm Gina, and today is day 22 of my juice feasting, which is just super hard to believe. Sometimes I'm shocked on how far I've made it, and really how good I'm feeling. I was kind of thinking this evening. I was walking home from today's Monday, and I think it's about 7:30 in the evening. And as I was leaving work, I kind of felt like I had a little like pep to my step, a little bounce, and I haven't felt that in a long time. So yeah, I've been feeling good. I was just about to sit on the couch and read into this book. It's actually a cookbook, and it's called The 30-Minute Vegan, and it's a soup book, which I'm not too huge on soups, but the reason I'm reading it is this author. His name's Mark Reinfeld, and apparently I've just discovered him, but apparently he's a well-known vegan chef, cook, and an author. And so he's come out with these series of books called The 30-Minute Vegan. And there's a few. So there's one about soups that I'm reading right now. There's one about Asian food, one about Italian food cuisine, one about Europe cuisine. There's a few of them, and I was gonna buy the book off of Amazon, a couple of them, but I thought, I'm gonna check them out from my library and kind of flip through them on my Kindle and see if it's something I want to buy. I'm trying to resist on buying physical hard copy books, although that's the way I prefer to read books. Because I just have too many books. So I want to do some research on if it's something I really want to buy. Anyway, he's coming to Phoenix here I think it's next month, and he's hosting like a 3-day cooking course, and it's like from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. or something like that. So I guess more or less all day. And it's a few $100s, so it's an investment. It would be an investment on my part. But he basically, for 3 days, he's teaching you how to cook different types of vegan meals beyond what we may think, or beyond what we think maybe is vegan, which is just vegetables and fruit and salads, and everyone gets tired of just eating salad. So I'm really wanting to do more research and investing in, or exploring, I should say, exploring in the concept of eating vegan once I'm done with this juice feasting. And my mind is so limited right now because when I think vegan, I think salads. And I like salad, but not for every meal. So I'm really curious about this author, this man, this chef. And so I'm kind of wanting to look at his cookbooks and see if this is something I want to invest my money and my time in on this 3-day workshop. So hopefully it doesn't sell out or anything before I have time to do my research. So, and speaking of this juice feast, I'm now committed to going through finishing or just completing a month at least. So I'm on day 22, and I guess if you consider an average month, there's 30 days. So I think my last, day would be next Tuesday. So more or less one more week. And I need to do some research on what the transition plan is and what that includes. And I think will probably be an additional week of transition, and kind of slowly reintroducing solids into my diet. And and by the way, I weighed myself this morning, so I'm down 17 pounds, and that's as of January 6th. And but I started this juice feast on January 14th, so there's a 8-day gap there, and I was not doing anything, and I was still eating horrible between that week gap. So I don't know how much weight I gained between January 6th and January 14th. Maybe a couple pounds. I don't even really know. So wish I had weighed myself on the first day of the feast, but that's okay. So 17 pounds, pretty awesome. I'm definitely feeling it in my jeans and kind of telling in my face as well. So some part of me really wants to keep going, and not just for the sake of at the end of it saying, "Oh, I juice feasted for 60 days or 90 days," but because I'm seeing progress, and not only in the terms of the number on the scale, but in how I'm feeling, and I really like that, you know. I had made a juice a couple days ago. In fact, it was about 48 ounces of it, and it was awful. It was the first green juice that was just awful. I had, I think it was some arugula or some sort of spicy green that came in my CSA from the farm. And in fact, it's been coming in my farm's bag, my CSA bag every week. And I think I'm going to call them and ask if there's going to be more variety, because some of these greens are kind of spicy and they would be great in regular meals, but to juice them, it's too much, and it made me sick. And anyway, it almost kind of put a bad taste in my mouth about juice. And so I definitely don't want to extend my juice for 60 or 90 days and not enjoying the juice. Like, I have to enjoy the juice. That's the only thing I'm consuming is juice. And I surely can't just have fruit juice. So that kind of put a damper on things the last couple days in terms of like my mood. But the progress I'm seeing is super motivating. So I'm kind of in a quandary right now. I'm not sure what to do. And, I've got more or less about a week to figure it out. Because if I'm going to be stopping, then I need to figure out this transition plan. So anyway, I'm going to end it here. It's getting a little, the video is getting a little longer than I want it to, but I'm happy where I'm at, and we'll see what happens in the next few days. Okay, bye.